If you're struggling with your body position, alignment, or control in the water, then this could be due to your core and glute control. Now, one way to work on this is to do some core exercises on land specific to swimming. Now, my name's Jacob Templeton. I'm a Paralympian swimmer from Australia, and a great exercise that you can do to improve on your control in the pool is the plank. Now, the plank has many different variations and progressions, and I have 6 of them for you today. Now, the first one was a basic plank on knees and elbows. So this is the first step you can take. And the second, as you can see here, is on elbows and toes. So try and get that tabletop flat back position, and don't let the hips sag too much, nor let them rise too much as well. Try and squeeze the shoulder blades. You'll feel this in the core, and squeeze the glute, your butt muscles as well, and try and keep the ribs down so that you're not arching at the back excessively. Now, the third exercise I have here is trying to keep that tabletop position and basically trying to keep the lower half of your body still, maintaining that flat line from your shoulders down to your heels and rising from elbows to wrist, one arm at a time. So rotate which side you start with when you transition from the elbows to the wrist, and same when you come back down, keeping in mind that the goal here is to keep the hips really still. Now, the fourth exercise is in a side plank. So once again, you don't want to arch at the ribs, you want to suck them in. And I have some hand movements here that you can do to try and throw yourself off balance. Now, when you swim, you want to try and keep the hips square and the core on whilst your limbs are moving. So hence, this is why I like to add some limb movement in with a plank so that it is replicating what you'll be doing in the pool when swimming. So try and do some starfishes, perhaps swing your arms around, or you can use a dumbbell with some lateral side raises too. Now, the second last exercise I have is a combination of lifting limbs. So you can lift one limb at a time, such as an arm or a leg. But when you do this, try and maintain that flat back position again, and don't let your back sag or the hips rise too much. Now, you can also throw in opposite arm or opposite leg lift, or same side arm and leg lift for that extra challenge. Now, the final exercise is the most specific to swimming that I could think of, and this is a plank on hands and toes whilst doing a freestyle stroke. So you don't have to be too specific with the way your arm moves, but just try and get that nice big circle. But the aim here is to keep the core on, the hips still, and try and do some rotation perhaps as well, but only with the upper body, not the hips, just like you do in swimming. Now, for more, head to my website or shoot me a message. I'd love to help. Cheers.